The Delhi Cabinet has approved an in-principle approval for 1,000 electric buses. 1,000 low-floor air-conditioned buses will be engaged there is a project consultant that has now been hired to ensure that this project takes off. Joining us now is the Transport Minister for Delhi, Kailash Gahlot. Mr. Gahlot, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 18. Can you give me some sense of when we can in fact expect this plan to be put into execution? You've said 1,000 buses. Where is the money going to come from? You told the court that each of these electric buses would cost about 2.5 crore rupees each. Can you give me some details of how this is going to work?
See, the Delhi government has appointed the consultant. The consultant will do in-depth analysis of all the aspects, including the technology also and the financial aspects also. So, as per the cabinet decision and the cabinet approval, the consultant will take around 3 to 4 months to do this entire exercise.
Okay.
This will also include the entire study and planning of the charging infrastructure also. Because in the same way, then we have to plan our depots also, and we have to plan other things related to charging of the buses also.
Okay.
So, and once the tenders are floated, thereafter around 9 months, the entire project can go into execution.
Okay.
So what we are looking at is around June 2019.
June 2019 is the earliest that we could actually see this plan being put into execution. But again, I want to get more details from you, even though this consultant will arrive at a lot of the fine print. But you spoke about technology, and the Supreme Court had also asked you a question on why not hydrogen technology, why only electric vehicles. So are you technology agnostic? Because your press release says that it will be 1,000 electric buses.
See, this proposal has been going on for almost 5 to 6 months. We fully respect what Honorable Supreme Court has said, and in the press conference I also said that since that observation has come from, we need around 11,000 buses in Delhi as per the other reports.
Yes.
We still have we'll have a shortfall of around 3 to 4,000 because we have around 5,500 buses. So even if we add these 1,000 electric buses, this will make it 6,500.
Yes.
So we still have a gap of around 3 to 4,000 to make it 11,000. So we still don't have anything concrete about the hydrogen technology.
Okay.
So that is what exactly I said in the press conference also, that we have already given instructions to the Transport Department.
Right.
That please, they must consult the leading agencies and the other expert bodies in transport sector. And that report will also be filed in the Supreme Court.
Mr. Gahlot, you know, you said that this plan has been in the making for the last several months now. But what about manufacturers? Have you spoken with manufacturers? Have you had any meetings with domestic or foreign manufacturers? Because, you know, look, I just want to, for the benefit of our viewers, the reality check here, 30 electric buses are running in the entire country, sir. 25 of these, as per your own press release, are owned by the Himachal Pradesh Transport Corporation. The remaining 5 are with Best in Mumbai. And we're now talking about 1,000 electric buses only in Delhi. What are manufacturers telling you about their ability to be able to provide these?
We've had lengthy discussions, lengthy meetings with all the leading manufacturers. Most of the manufacturers, they have tie-up with the other manufacturers abroad, and they seem to be quite confident that there won't be any issues in the delivery part. Now, even if we, for example, we add 25 to or maybe 30 or 100 buses, let's say in Delhi also, we had that option also. But if we really want to make an impact on the pollution, we really want to modernize the transport sector, we really want to give comfort, then I think adding maybe 25, 30, 50 or 100 buses will not make any difference to a city like Delhi.
Okay. Let me then ask you about what this is actually going to cost. You also had in consultation that the Supreme Court, the questions that were being asked...
Cost,
yeah. And is this money going to come out? Is this money going to come out of the Environment Compensation Fund, so to speak?
See, the cost factor, Delhi government is not buying these buses outright.
Okay.
The entire scheme is the gross cost model. That is the kilometer scheme and what we say in the normal common parlance.
Okay.
So Delhi government is not going to own these buses. The private concessionaires, the private people, private companies, they will be running these buses. What we will be giving them is the per kilometer cost.
Okay.
So in Delhi, if you see the orange color buses, those are the cluster buses which we call. So technically those buses are not owned by Delhi government, but they are owned by the private concessionaires, and Delhi government pays them a per kilometer cost.
Right.
So Delhi government is not outrightly buying these buses.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Two, but since it is an evolving technology, I am 100% sure when we are looking at 1,000 buses, the market is also going to mature, and the prices will come down because the majority of the cost factor is because of the batteries.
Right.
I think almost 50 to 60% cost is of the batteries. The technology is evolving very fast. The prices would come down. We have already filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court that we are looking towards taking some component from the Environment Compensation Fund. But let us see what the report comes, what the report says about the cost factor, and I think we will take a call when the entire report and the entire study is before us.
Okay. You said that you've had conversations with manufacturers, but what about possible potential concessionaires? What interest have they shown, if any at all, for this scheme?
No, see, private concessionaires would come into play when the tenders get floated.
Sure. But I'm sure that you have tried to get some stakeholder feedback in advance.
No, we really don't know who is going to participate in the tenders. At the best, what we could have done is talk to the manufacturers, talk to the experts in this sector. So that is we have been doing all this. And that is why we have taken around 4 to 5 months, to really see what exactly is happening. We also took road trials. We told the manufacturers to get their buses. And also, I would like to mention that DTC almost 1 year back, they had done a...
if you're talking about the trial that was done in 2016, and again I go back to your press release, the pure electric bus trial that was done, that was supplied by BYD from China. So has there been any Indian electric bus that has been tried and tested?
Yeah, we have seen, Tata Motors, they had shown the bus.
Okay.
There's another, I think the third private player, I think, who's in the market. I'm forgetting the name, either GBM, I think.
Okay.
So they have also displayed. We've attended a lot of conferences on the electric vehicles as such.
So tenders should be out in this year?
Yeah, we are very hopeful, very hopeful.
Very hopeful of floating the tenders in this calendar year itself. Mr. Gahlot, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 18. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much,
Minister of Delhi there on the Delhi government's plans to bring on board 1,000 electric buses. Cabinet nod coming in today.